Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and if you're familiar with my channel, you already know when the beat drops. That is anti-haul time. I don't know why I thought that 2018 would be the start of these makeup companies getting their acts together. I thought that with Fenty Beauty coming out and showing them how it should be done with shade ranges for everybody, that they were ready to get on the right path, but apparently not. So I figured it was time for me to come say it loud enough so they can hear me in the bag and let them know we've had enough. So no more talking, let's get started. So I think this first product is not going to be a surprise to anyone unless you've been under a rock. You know that Tarte has released a new foundation. They are calling it the Shape Tape Foundation. I personally like to call it 50 Shades of Beige Foundation. Call it what you want, but Tarte, y'all out here tripping in these streets. So once again, Tarte has decided to come out with a foundation to match their Shape Tape concealers. So many people swear about the Shape Tape concealer personally, and if you guys watch my videos, you know that I hated it. I still don't see what the hype is around that concealer. Don't come for me, it's your favorite concealer. I just personally did not like it. I didn't see what the hype was, and I didn't care for the shade ranges in that concealer. But I will say that the idea behind their foundation was a brilliant one had they done it right. They decided to not only come out with a matte foundation that will go for those of us that are oily, combo oily girls and guys, but they were also going to come out with a matching hydrating one all at the same time. A lot of the times companies will come out with the foundation and it's either matte or it's dewy. The release is never at the same time. I think they were coming out with about between 12 and 14 shades for both the matte and the hydrating foundation, but sadly Tarte dropped the ball somewhere along the lines. Now personally, I don't know if it's because they're just too busy sending beauty gurus on tropical vacations that they did not put enough money in the budget to come out with more foundation shades, but y'all, seriously, this is nothing but a 50 Shades of Beige collection. There was just no thought put into the process when it came to deeper shade ranges. But even though everybody is on here doing review videos where they are shook, I mean honey, they are doing these videos and they are shooketh, I'm not surprised. Because again, if you look back at the original Shape Tape release, because I think they did come out with some more shades later on down the line, but the original release, there were lack of colors for deeper skin tones with the concealer release. That is one of the main things that I didn't like. I felt like I had to end up buying two concealers just to make one work for me, and I just was not about that life. So if they couldn't even do it with their concealers, did we really think that they were going to do it with the foundations? I mean, really. I'm not even going to waste too much energy on this. Tarte, y'all know y'all wrong. And if you guys don't know you're wrong, the beauty community is loudly pointing out to you that you are wrong. And I think it's really great that so many people are joining in the support, and they're like, listen, you need to start making more foundation shades out here for deeper skin tones. I'm all about that. It's great to see everybody on one accord. I just hope y'all ain't out here doing it for the views. This is probably gonna come as no surprise to anyone. Too Faced. I ended off 2017 with such high hopes for Jared. I was like, Jared done gave me the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, which I love. Jared done gave me the Too Faced Peaches Matte palette that I love. I just knew Jared was about to slay my life in 2018. But Jared done came out with a whole collection full of unicorn stuff. Oh my gosh, like, I get that maybe they're trying to draw in a younger demographic, but goodness gracious, Too Faced, like, how long are y'all going to draw out this unicorn crap? Now I think the collection is called Life is a Festival. They are coming out with eyeshadow palettes, they are coming out with bronzers, they are coming out with unicorn brushes, like it hasn't already been done 1,001 times. Coming out with a highlighter, lipsticks, lip gloss, yada 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 yada. Death of the unicorn, like, we get it, okay? It was hot back in 2015. It made its way into 2016 in some kind of way, like the little roach that won't die. It came back again for 2017, but 2018, we have had enough. I mean, even if I was into unicorn stuff, I'm just not about to spend like more than $5. They got unicorn stuff at Claire's. They got unicorn stuff at the Dollar Tree, Walgreens. Like, I'm just not about to put too much money into nothing unicorn themed, and the fact that they dedicated like a whole entire collection to unicorns, Jared, Too Faced, that's it. That's it. And since we're talking of Too Faced, why not talk about this new release into the Sweet Peach family? They've decided to come out with a white peach palette. Too Faced recently decided that let's not stop at the Sweet Peach. Let's not stop at the Peachy Mattes. Let's give them a white peach palette. And I'm just confused because, I mean, is this just like a base palette? Is this an all base eyeshadow palette to use as bases for other eyeshadows to show up, Jared? Where were you going with this? I promise you, all but one shade, I think that like purpley duochromish type of color, like that's the only one that looks like it might be about something. All the other colors in this palette just say ashy. Ashy Larry. Y'all might as well just went ahead and called it the Ashy Peach palette. Some things, when they're working, like they don't need no additions, they don't need no tweaks. This was definitely one of those things that did not need a tweak. Like, I promise you, what I would not give to be in these meetings when they are coming up with these ideas. Nobody felt like they could yank Jared's little purple jacket. Like, nah, bruh. This ain't it. Jared got too many yes men around him. He has too many yes men around him that are just like, do it, do it. And no, Jared, no. This is nothing but a base eyeshadow palette. I wish I would. I wish I would spend my money on this. And then finally, it pains my heart to say it, I'm gonna need Anastasia, Beverly Hills, Lil Norvina, come on up. Come on, we need to talk. So Anastasia announced that she is going to be releasing bronzers. I believe there are a total of 6 bronzers. They are going to run you $28. You guys know I love a good bronzer. I love bronzers. I mean, of course, a lot of people use bronzers for contouring, but that's not necessarily what they're for. Bronzers ultimately are to just warm up your skin. I'm wearing a really nice bronzer today to just bring warmth back to your skin. A lot of the times when you put foundation on, it kind of can wash you out, but you could just bronze your skin up, you know, give it that golden kiss by the sun type of look. But as I said, a lot of people do also use bronzers for contouring, and I think that has been like the big controversy behind this release, because with the color shades, some people are saying, you know, what was y'all thinking? Y'all didn't come out with enough shades for deeper skin tones. And then you have people that are battling like, what are you looking at? This isn't for contouring. It doesn't need to be deep enough for contouring. It just needs to bronze up your skin. But sis, if the bronzer is looking like it's basically going to match my skin tone, is it really doing its job? If you look at the shades, the next to deepest, the second to, what am I trying to say? The second to last shade, which is Cappuccino, that looks like it may be more of like a setting powder for me, like a skin tone type of powder. So that means that ultimately the last shade, which is Mahogany, is something that will more than likely work for me. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be able to find my shade, but I think that's kind of where it stops. So if you are deeper skin tone than I am, you're not gonna find something to use as a bronzer. And I don't mean as a contour, I mean just as a bronzer, because again, it's gonna be more of a skin tone type of shade. And these aren't advertised as setting powders, boo. They're advertising as bronzers, which means you failed. Like, I was really reading some of the comments and a lot of people was getting real upset, like, oh my gosh, everything is not about women and men of color. Why do we have to be excluded? You know what I mean? And I don't say that just as because I'm a woman of color. Even if I wasn't, why does there have to be exclusion? If you're going to make something, why not make something for everybody on your first release? We shouldn't have to wait 6 to 12 months down the road to decide like, okay, now we have something for you. Girl, ain't nobody checking for you 6 to 12 months down the road. We done moved on. We done went about Fenty Beauty. Get it together, sis. Get it together. I told you guys in my things I'm not taking in the 2018 video, like, I'm just not here for the lack of shades. And I don't think you have to be a woman or a man of color to be able to see that it's just wrong when companies omit us altogether. They'll give us like one shade, you know what I'm saying, like a little something, like throw us a little bone, like, you know, well, here, take this. We ain't taking that in 2018 no more, sis. It's not going down like that. For me personally, if a company cannot come out with something for everybody, and I told you guys when I say everybody, I mean even from the lighter end of the spectrum. I know as a fair-skinned guy or girl, it can be really hard for you to be able to find something. So y'all should be getting it right on the first try. I'm tired of having to wait 6 to 12 months to try out the new hotness, okay? No, not in 2018, not doing it. Anastasia, Norvina, back to the drawing board. Get it together, sis. Get it together. Alright guys, so those are just some of the things that I know for a fact I won't be buying, I won't be spending my money on, I won't be supporting. Like 2018, I'm just not doing it this year. I'm not here for it. I'm tired of having to repeat myself. I'm tired of sounding like a broken record. Y'all just need to do better. So as always, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I won't be picking up. So let me know what you guys think of the video down below. Let me know your thoughts on the products that I showed, as well as some things that you know for a fact you won't be buying and you're definitely anti-hauling for the month of January. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting me. I know I sound a little weird. You guys know I recently had the flu and I'm still not completely over it. So excuse me if there were moments where I sounded like I had a whole bunch of cold in the back of my throat. Because I did. But again, thank you guys so much as always for supporting. The channel is growing. You guys are getting the word. What? You guys are getting the word out. So just make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you won't miss a video. And until next time. Oh, let me know what y'all think about the new hair though. If you guys want a hair video, definitely let me know that as well down below. And until next time. Bye YouTube.